Dirty Laundry, your home for true crime online. Like, share, subscribe. Summer Moon Utah Wells is 5 years old and is missing from Rogersville, Tennessee. She has blue eyes and short blonde hair that could be a different color. She could be hiding in plain sight with a common face mask. Summer was reportedly taken from her home on the evening of June 15, 2021. There are still no breaks in this case after almost 6 months. If you see Summer or have information regarding her disappearance, please call TBI immediately at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Thank you, and keep praying for a miracle. And now, the Grandus Illusion. She's everywhere, but nowhere. She's the only adult first-hand witness to Summer's reported abduction to actually refuse media interviews, and she's the reason that Summer was left unattended when she disappeared. She says she wants Summer home, so why don't her words match her actions? Shouldn't she and Candace be spearheading the search for Summer instead of hiding and blaming everyone else? This week, we saw a 2-day planned search in Beech Creek for Summer Wells. Thanks, Duty Ron, for the live update. If you missed it, the link is below. Don Wells posted a new video on the Don Wells family channel thanking TBI and saying that they have received no new information resulting from the search. According to TBI, there are still no credible leads. Now, we were told that this was a pre-scheduled search planned earlier due to heavy undergrowth back in June, but you gotta wonder, was the water that they searched overgrown back in June? And was there a section of forest within a mile radius of Ben Hill Road that was too wooded to find Summer when she first disappeared? Regardless of the reason, it was great to see more searching and more attention to Summer's case. This week was kind of a downer. It felt like leftovers and red herrings to me. With no breaks in the case, people are idle and they're backtracking. They're desperate to find any overlooked clues we might have missed in the first place. Some even zoom back in on Robin Lane and David Dotson from Summer's church. While they both seem a little odd, they would have to be pretty cunning to pull off a kidnapping, hide Summer with a now $70K bounty on her head, and manage to be so visible in the public eye without letting something slip. Chris McDonough even acknowledged Robin's sincerity Sunday night on the interview room. However, her interaction with the internet psychic this week was disappointing. While I can identify with her concerns about God's laws on divination, it's not Robin Lane's job to judge people or publicize their differences. That phone call should have been private. And if I hear the name Jody Sue again, I'm going to slip into a coma. It's just the same stale news over and over, and Summer isn't benefiting from any of it. Thankfully, the interview room did a solid job of getting the conversation back onto my favorite person of interest, Candace Cora Harrer, a.k.a. Grandus. If any of Summer's immediate family or friends are involved in her disappearance, my money is on Harrer. One of the first videos I put on my channel was about her and her trail of red flags from Tennessee all the way to Wisconsin. The links to my Grandus videos are below. The Dr. Phil show practically called her out by name. She's the only first-hand adult witness who has consistently refused a formal public interview. Why would this be? Back on June 15th, Grandma Candy, as they call her, was the whole reason they left the house for the day, and also the reason that Candace was distracted while Summer was taken. She's expressed her dislike for Dawn, and she's also said to have offered to adopt Summer at birth. The fact that her own daughter, Rose, has disappeared without a trace only adds to the mystery. Chris McDonough even mentioned that Candace Harrer told law enforcement in Rose's video that she avoids the spot where Rose went missing. I would think a spot of mystery would draw you back over and over, but a place of misery would cause you to avoid it. The Rose Bly loss and disappearance seems even more solvable than Summer's case, but just like Summer, no one has ever come forward with any answers. How do people in this family just keep disappearing into thin air? If you compare the cases, the only common denominator is they can die. Candace and her mother are the only two people connected to both unsolved missing family members. While it could be a wild coincidence, as McDonough pointed out, the odds have to be pretty high. These were the only two adults in charge when Summer vanished that were also connected to Rose. Although Candace and Don were supposed to be in Arkansas at the time Rose disappeared, Candace has said she was, quote, somewhere in between Wisconsin and Arkansas, unquote, when it happened. That doesn't sound very ironclad to me as alibis go. Could Rose's disappearance be the reason that Candace doesn't seem to be too fond of Wisconsin? Keep in mind, Rose's abandoned car was found parked in the same parking lot as the laundromat where Candace had reportedly worked before, and her ex was also banned from that property for a total of 10 years. Now, if that sounds like a long time for a restraining order, apparently her ex was barred from that laundromat initially for 5 years, but broke his parole terms, so the ban was extended for a total of 10 years. Rose's disappearance happened around that 5-year mark. If Candace has knowledge or involvement in Rose's case, it could even be the reason that Candace refuses to acknowledge her mother's red flags about Summer. Wasn't Candace quoted as saying to her mom, "The bee is dead"? Why would she say that about her missing sister? It was asked in the Interview Room's live show, but no one knew if Grandus had been polygraphed in either of these cases. Since pain is an excuse for declining a polygraph, she could have blamed her bad knee to avoid it. To watch Rose's video, you would think that Harrer is a woman haunted by her lost daughter, and now doubly crushed by the disappearance of her granddaughter. But her total silence about Summer doesn't fit that profile. Instead of staying at Ben Hill Road, Harrer left almost immediately after Summer was taken. Candace was left holding the bag by her own mom. What could possibly keep Candace Harrer from cooperating with the media to help find her daughter and Summer? She seemed eager to go on camera just 2 years ago for her daughter. Why is she suddenly refusing to talk to the media? I think Grandma Harrer is knee-brace deep in this. She either knows something or is involved, or else she and Candace would be leading the search for Summer, not ducking the publicity. If Candace Harrer really wants to find her daughter and granddaughter, she'll accept Chris McDonough's offer to speak with her and open a cold case file on Rose. Why would she not? Let's hope and pray that either Candace or her mother will stop hiding and start helping law enforcement get to the bottom of Rose's vanishing, and maybe even share whatever they know, or even think they know, about what happened on June 15th to Summer Wells. I guess only time will tell. I just wish we had more of it. If you haven't seen my other videos on Grandus, the links are below. They detail Candace's life before Dawn and the particulars about her ex's criminal history. Thank you for your patience. It was a complicated week. Until next time, keep praying, stay safe, and keep your babies close. Peace, love, and clean laundry. See you soon.